Welcome to News from Down Home. This is a series that I've been doing by looking at the Marylander and Herald, a newspaper of record in Princess Anne, Maryland, which I consider my hometown. My family had moved there in 1903 from Western Pennsylvania, and I spent my young childhood there. And although I moved away at the age of 13, or my family did, I always regarded it as my hometown. It was a great time for me when I was young. You know, normal things of youth that were a problem, but I definitely had an idyllic time in Somerset County, Maryland. So I'm talking to you about things, interesting things to me anyway. I hope that you'll enjoy them. And I'm in November 1915 edition of the Marylander and Herald, November 2nd to be as a matter of fact. Now, what I wanted to talk about today was an individual who passed away, and his name was Peter C. Goebel. And I hope that if any of you know any of these people that I'm talking about, that you will let me know in the comments. So, Mr. Peter C. Goebel, a prominent farmer of West Princess Anne District, Somerset County, died at his home last Wednesday evening of paralysis, which we call that stroke today. He was aged 63 years. I'm 70, so to me, he was younger. Mr. Goebel was apparently in good health until Monday, October 11th, when he was stricken with paralysis. From then until the time of his death, he was unable to speak. Now, we call that a stroke today. Now, one thing I thought was interesting, Mr. Goebel came to this county from Ohio about 19 years ago, purchased a beautiful home on the Menoken River, about 3 miles from Princess Anne, where he was very successfully engaged in farming. He was survived by a widow and a brother and two sisters who lived in Ohio. Now, my ancestors came, and my great grandfather bought the Frank Reed Farm, I believe, in 1903, which would be in the Westover district. So anyway, I thought that was interesting. If you know these people, any of the people, oh, by the way, the funeral services were held at the Menoken Presbyterian Church, conducted by the pastor, Reverend W.F. Freund, and the interment was in the cemetery adjoining. I have a lot of family members that are buried there. The pallbearers were Messrs. H. F. Langford, Charles W. Long, W. O. Langford, Frank Greenwood, R. W. Adams, and G. W. Kemp. If you know any of these people or know any of their descendants, please let me know in the comments. Now, let's continue our walking tour of Princess Anne. Um, and we're coming to a house that I don't have a lot of information on in the book, A Walking Tour of Princess Anne, Maryland, in the Look Up America series. It's called the Dougherty House, Dougherty. I'll post a picture. The house was built in two different eras. The beginning block, the west side, dated to the 1830s and is called Greek Revival design. After the Doughertys purchased the home after the Civil War, they added more, they call it, the book calls it lighthearted, um, bracketed Eastern Bloc. So interesting architecture. We'll go to Judge Levin T.H. Irving's house next, but just wanted to do this one today. I hope that if you have comments, if you've ever been to Princess Anne, I hope you'll see some of these buildings, these historic buildings. I hope they're still standing. I haven't done this tour in a while, done walking around in a long time or driving around. But I just hope that you enjoy this as much as I do. Thank you.